Well, with or without a manhole cover, the show must go on. Amidst celebrities, music concerts, and everything a true circus has to offer, we've arrived at the classification for the Las Vegas Grand Prix, which began precisely at midnight without delays. Starting with Q1, the drivers had to battle tire warm-up issues because, as we mentioned, this session started at midnight, so most drivers needed to do some not-so-fast laps to get their tires to the ideal temperatures. Some drivers, like the two from Mercedes, Alex Albon and Fernando Alonso, chose to do their laps only halfway through the session, aiming to better utilize their tires and hoping for other cars to rubber in the track before going out to make their attempts. In the final part, what we saw in free practice was confirmed, with Ferrari cars being the strongest, followed by Red Bull, McLaren and Mercedes. Yuki Tsunoda will be the last placed, followed by Oscar Piastri. Zhou Guanyu, Esteban Ocon and Lando Norris were also eliminated. With both McLarens being eliminated in this Q1, we have the first surprise of this Las Vegas GP. In this Q1, there were several confusions with congestions and cars hindering each other. The biggest of them was between Ocon and Verstappen, with both having a disagreement at turn 1 and exchanging insults over the radio. In Q2, we saw a situation similar to the initial part, with several drivers choosing not to go out immediately to the track and saving their tires for the final part, heading out for their attempts at a quick lap. Once again, we had surprises that promised to generate a lot of discussion, as Daniel Ricciardo, who will be 15th, Lance Stroll, Nico Hülkenberg, Sergio Perez, who again couldn't reach Q3 and will start only in 12th place, with Lewis Hamilton right beside him in 11th place. Once again, both Williams cars made it to Q3, a good weekend for Albon and Sargent so far. Finally, Q3, which determines the top 10 and who will be on pole position at the Las Vegas GP. Both Williams participating, Magnussen, Gasly and Bottas, meaning several chances for surprises in this final stretch. Of course, from the start, Ferrari showed themselves to be the strongest, as they have been throughout this whole weekend. Again, the drivers kept doing laps after laps in search of the ideal tire temperature, with the definition coming down to the last attempt at a quick lap, which started with the two Ferraris in front, and before completing his last lap, Verstappen abandoned his attempt. Charles Leclerc secured the pole position and will start at the front in Sunday's race, with penalized Carlos Sainz closing in second place, but will drop 10 positions on the grid due to that manhole cover that damaged his car and resulted in a penalty. Max Verstappen completes the top 3 with Russell in 4th, Gasly surprising in 5th, Alex Albon in 6th, Logan Sargent also surprising in his home GP starting in 7th place, Bottas in 8th, Magnussen in 9th, and Fernando Alonso rounding out the top 10. It was also announced during the session that Lance Stroll will receive a 5-position grid penalty for disregarding yellow flags. With this starting grid, it's clear that this won't be just any other race. Stay tuned, because tonight the Las Vegas Grand Prix promises a lot of excitement. This is the summary of the week. Thanks for watching.